Dan has been my friend for a long while now. We first met in secondary school. HSCS was the venue, and wallabies and baggy jeans were cool. I had a figure like a pencil and a mop of floppy ginger hair. Dan had a cut and undercut. Times that changed for us both there. We were both in the top classes, due to our intelligence, I would say. But the fact that everyone else with a sense of honorary grade. One class in particular made the school day a highlight. The science with Mr. Burke and watching the girls scream and fight, especially at him. From racing frogs in crisp packets to lighting alcohol on feet, or cutting a friend's shaggy mug lip to bubblegum on seats. Mr. Burke's name is fitting for an Irishman with grain stunt, and for those who don't know Cockney rhyme his name, Burke is short for Berkshire Hunt. Think about it. Country running and basketball taught by sadistic teaching assistants. Tried to make us do 1,000 push-ups due to our chat resistance. Running in the swamp in new Reeboks? I don't think so. After school years at the sixth form, we developed into maturing young men, driving with one foot out the window. Alright, we weren't that mature then. The university years, Dan moved upwards, from the nest to the big smoke. Finding independence in the big city, but still weekly home visits to Mummy's Sunday roast. Why not immerse our dear friend, as most of us have got jobs. We supported Dan's exhibits, even though most of his friends weren't quite weird. Leaving uni with a good degree, Dan moved to the Christ of Brighton. We would go on regular visits and drink a party from noon. And Dan, the hard drinker, started drinking solid from in the car from 11 AM for 8 hours solid. That's lemonade, that is. Shandy. That's the Three Musketeers for Dax's wedding. Best remember Dan, Dave and I. Dave got the biggest laughs for his speech. Either that or his trouser had an open fly. We had holidays in IB from Gran Canaria, having it large, full on rave. Staying in the shade when too hot and telling the neighbours to behave. The highlight of IB in particular was Dan's drunken action, like watching trout fishing at 3 in the morning or passing out to Eden in the middle of Trance Nation. We also came to sex on the beach with the 3 ones on each bar crawl, which Dan consumed with ease, even from a 3-litre fish bowl. In our close circle of friends, Dan gained a bit of a rep. If any dinners were left over when we went out, we'd answer, "It's alright, Dan will have it." On one New Year's in particular, when he was last in the race around our block, dressed as a monk, he ran into a closed patio door because he didn't want to be eaten by a jock, and still lost, and got some Glaswegian abuse and Scotsman stepped over his body. After a few years later, we decided to get the ultimate bachelor head. He was like my mum-lost brother, or even sometimes my dad. I knew moving him mid-down I was onto a bit of a winner. He would clean and wash and when home from work prepare one's dinner. Dan suffered a lot of misery for quite a young man, and his parents I would blame for letting him support West Ham. Although one day he told me he had a lovely lady working his team. They got on well even though she spoke funny, she looked like a Hollywood dream. Some others I've interviewed for the position that day, including the 58 divorced woman in his grave. If Linda hadn't got the job then, imagine the wedding we'd be at today. Well, lucky us for here and now, a work night has brought these two together, so thanks to IFDS and the fact Linda was fairly levered. Since then love has blossomed, and in Linda I've gained another friend, as well as my own love story, which they have helped to pen. Dan helps to translate for me, as I can't understand what Linda says most of the time. Seriously, she's a wonderful woman, and on some adventures has become another partner in crime. So I'd like to end this tale with a few more words from me. Hope I've been quite entertaining and not sounding too much like George Formby. My may your wedded life give you all you want and you never want for the rest of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses for my best friend Dan and Linda. It's beautiful work.